Hi, welcome to the Super Thomas Bros. I'm Steven, and today I'm going to be doing my first solo video. I'm going to be trying to do a sort of a review, but also sort of a playthrough kind of a video, instead of our traditional playthrough sort of videos where we show pretty much everything. And the game that I want to do a review and playthrough for is this fucking game that I've always hated since I was a kid. This is Toy Story 2. Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. I'd always just call it the Toy Story 2 piece of shit game on the N64. Now, ever since I was a kid, I have always hated this fucking game. And it's a game that I've always wanted to fucking smash. And it's a game that, even though it was terrible, it always kept me coming back and playing it. And that really sucked because I really hated it, and I hated myself for wanting to keep playing it. And you know what? I'm going to play it one more time, and I'm going to show you how terrible it is and how much I hate it. So let's get started, and let's start playing this fucking game. I hate these fucking controller pack shit, and it's not even that. It's the controller pack and the rumble pack that I gotta use. And to be honest, I never really had the controller pack when I was a kid. Well, okay, I did, but I always lost it, and it's always just a pain in the ass to have. It's like, why can't it just save it to the game? Does it really... Whatever. It's like the worst fucking title screen I've ever fucking seen. Alright, so let's start playing Andy's house is the first level here. And this always pissed me off when I was a kid. The fact that, like, this title sequence is just screenshots from the movie, but it doesn't even look good. And apparently from what I heard, it's either the PlayStation version or some other version of this game on a different console. It actually does have the live-action scenes from the movie. And it's not even really that. It's just the fact that this game has nothing to do with the movie at all. So why even show the screenshots of the movie? It's like not even the same. Like, it might as well not even be this, a movie-based game. And what the fuck are all these, like, robots and shit going after you for? Like, aren't you with the toys? So, like, why are they after you? So you're probably wondering what I'm actually supposed to be doing right now. What I'm trying to do is find these Pizza Planet tokens, and then they help me advance to the next level. And what that has to do with anything, I have no idea. Why can't I just, like, go on my own? Like, why do I have to have these Pizza Planet tokens to, to go further in the game? And, I mean, I'm not trying to get one right now, but it's kind of, there's different things you have to do in the levels. So, in this level, for example, here's a part of Mr. Potato Head's ear that you find, and you have to give it back to him. And you don't actually get a Pizza Planet token for this, but you get a new move, kinda.
Thanks to you, I'm a whole spud again.
Oh god, he looks so fucking shitty. Like, the graphics look pretty terrible. I mean, I know that this is N64, but I mean, like, there were way better looking games that were on the same console. So what I'm supposed to do here is I'm supposed to get this bubble fucking thing and then run around, and then I don't get hurt in the paint. And I don't get that either. Why does the paint hurt you? I mean, I know, I guess, if you walk on it, it'll stain your feet, but, I mean, other than that, like, does it really hurt you? It's like if you had an actual plastic toy in real life, it's like if you drop it in, like, a slight puddle of water, is it gonna just break? Alright, so I'm gonna slide over here, see what's over here. And so here's these sheep. By the way, in each level, you have to find like 5 or so of certain items. In this level, they're the sheep, and you have to give them to Bo Peep in order to get a token. And then in like other levels, I think there's like army men and stuff like that. So, it varies per level, but it's pretty much the same exact thing. Just finding 5 things and giving it. It's always one of the 5 Pizza Planet tokens in each level. Oh shit. I have no idea what I'm even getting here. Why am I pushing these boxes? What am I even doing here? Like, what is, like, why am I not just, like, leaving the house looking for Woody? So here's a Pizza Planet token up here. You can see it, so I get it. And, you could keep on playing the level after you get it. So imagine them almost like the stars from Super Mario 64. You know, there's a certain number of them in a level, and then those are ultimately what gets you further into the game. It's really hard to kind of explain in here, but the controls of this game, they're you know how certain games are just like, you know, the controls feel real slippery, and, you know, like, you know, you kind of slide, like, you know, you're trying to jump, but then you kind of slide around. It's kind of how this game is. And a lot of times, like, well, I should say, like, most of this game is you trying to jump to different platforms and then almost making it, but then not. Okay, so she wants you to find 5 sheep. You come back, you see her, and she gives you a Pizza Planet token. Doesn't she want Woody back? Like, why wouldn't she just give you the fucking tokens that you could advance? Like, isn't that the whole point of this? Like, are you, like, against all the other toys? I never got that. I think the first level is, like, way easier than the other ones, so, you know, you're thinking, ooh, it's gonna actually maybe be, like, a playable, kind of an okay game, but then, oh, it gets worse. Alright, so you gotta race this guy, you know, the race car, around the minivan 3 times, or, you know, do 3 laps, and then if you beat him, he gives you a token. And again, why does he make you have to, like, do some sort of competition with him so that you could get the, you know, Pizza Planet token? Like, why doesn't he just give it to you? Like they have the tokens. You're like a team, right? You know, it's like if, you know, you're Mario, and then you're trying to get, like, one of the 7 stars in a level, and then, like, Luigi's just there, and he's just like, oh, hey, fucker, how about you, you know, race me, and then, you know, I'll give you a star. It's not like I want Princess Peach to also be saved. So, yeah, there we go, and then we got the... And at least with Super Mario 64, you get the stars. There's an explanation as to what the stars do. You have, like, the star power or something, and you know, that kind of, you know, unlocks the, you know, the power that you have in the castle or whatever, and then you could sort of, like, go through certain doors and stuff that you couldn't before. So, I mean, at least there's some explanation. But with this, as far as I know, there's no real explanation of what you're actually doing with these Pizza Planet tokens. Like, is there just, like, some guy standing in front of the levels, and he's just like, hey, I need some tokens, or else I'm gonna fucking smash you with a bat, or, you know, like, yeah, I never got it.
Buzz! 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 Hey, Buzz, over here!
I know you're fucking there, stop it, Jesus. Where is everyone, by the way? Like, is there anyone home? Like, apparently not. Alright, so in each of these levels, too, there's, like, a boss battle kind of a thing, like, sort of like a mini-boss, and, you know, when you beat the boss, you get a token. So as far as I know, I think it's you know, there's 5 tokens per level. So there's one that's a mini boss. There's one where you have to find 5 things. There's one where you just kind of have to find it. And then I guess the other ones kind of vary. There's, like, the race one in this one, but not every level has a race. But you know, it's pretty predictable in terms of, like, you know, the stars you have to, or I keep wanting to call them stars. Oh god, god damn it, you know, these fucking, the camera in this game, too, is really fucking horseshit, because you gotta, like, you know, I'm trying to turn the camera here so I can see where I'm going, but, like, it doesn't want to stay there, like, okay, there we go. A lot of times it's the camera that kind of fucks you up, too, trust me, I play okay with this game, so... Oh, and that's another thing, you get a token if you get 50 coins, and you give them to Ham. Yet another character who doesn't want Woody back, apparently. Like, you gotta, like, show that you really want him back, so, I don't know.
Way to go, Buzz!
So many fucking mugs. Who's leaving their mugs around? Put them in the fucking sink. Jesus Christ. Ugh. God, I'm already losing my fucking mind. I just went through that whole ordeal there. just to get on the shovel that is there, which, by the way, is just standing up on its own. That's kind of fucking weird, but okay. I mean, I guess I can't really criticize the weirdness of something like that when I'm, like, battling toys that are alive and there's saws that are just, you know, doing their shit, you know, just, like, coming up on their own. Like, what kind of a madman lives in this house? Like, they just, like, leave the, like, these weird screwdriver things on and saws are coming up and there's just, like, all this shit going on. And then they're just, like, not home.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
You know, one thing I really hate about this game, too, is the fact that you can't check how many tokens you've gotten in the level. Like, if I pause it, I can't just, like, go and see how many I've gotten so far. Like, if maybe I got, like, 4 out of 5, I'm thinking, well, that's a good enough, you know, and then I, you know, want to go to the next level. But I can't do that, and, you know, I might have gotten all 5 of the tokens. I'm not keeping track of them. Yeah, so it turns out I got all the tokens in this level, but even though I got all of them, it still gave me the option to keep playing the level. Like, why would it give me that option? But anyway, so I'm gonna quit the level. Yeah, so here, now it shows you that you've got all the tokens, so... Alright, so here we go with this fucking controller pack fucking shit. So, this controller pack thing kept me from advancing in the game, essentially. Like, that was the biggest challenge. Like, if I could just play this game in, like, multiple sittings, I could easily beat it many times. But the fact that you have to... you know, you have to have the save pack, which I, you know, either never had or I would lose it or something like that. I didn't have it just, like, readily available, so I can't just, like, keep saving it. And that resulted in me having to beat the game in one sitting, and that was always fucking god-awful. Alright, so this is the second level. This is, Andy's neighborhood, I guess it's called. Again, there's, like, fucking no one here. There's, like, you know, I'm going through people's backyards, climbing up trees and shit like that, and there's not one person in sight. So, I mean, like, you know, all this crazy shit is happening, and there's just, like, no one here seeing what's going on. Okay, so this is when things start getting frustrating, especially climbing this tree. I've always had so much problem, you know, so many problems climbing. Oh, God. Okay, exactly my point. It's hard to kind of get a good judgment of where you're jumping in this game, and it doesn't help that the camera's, like, just doing whatever the fuck it wants. Alright, so let's try again. There we go. Yeah, see, sometimes, like, certain platforms, it's kind of meant for you to jump from one place, and even though it might be more convenient to get onto some platform or pole in this example to, you know, it might be more convenient to do it in another area, it's almost as if you can't. Like, it's almost like they program certain, like, platforms and stuff to, you know, you can only get to them from one specific place. So you just, I mean, I guess this is really it. I mean, I don't know if there's really that much of a strategy besides just maybe kind of aiming, shooting, and then just running away real quick. You could sort of do this weird charge laser thing, by the way. You might have seen me do it already, but you kind of hold down B, and then you could kind of do the supercharge laser. It's sort of like in Star Fox 64 when you hold A down and shoot the laser. One thing I love about this game, too, is the fact that you just shoot these enemies and they just fucking explode, like, fiery explosion. Like, oh, fuck. What is the story behind this? Like what is going on in this neighborhood? It's just like, you know, people leaving their lawnmowers on and they're just like going on, you know, by themselves, and, you know, army men shooting little rockets in the air from molehills. Like, God, I hate this draw distance. It's like you walk over here, you think, oh, well, no, it's not smoking, but then you have to, like, walk right up next to it, and then you realize, oh, yeah, I already got that one, so... Okay, here we go. I guess I'm inflating this rubber duck. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it here. Oh, okay. So I guess you jump up and... Wait, stomp? Yeah, I guess I stomp. What the fuck? I could just jump into the water and I'm just perfectly fine. I couldn't even step in paint in the last one, and now I could just go completely underwater and it's, like, totally fine. Oh, God. Oh, God damn it! Fuck. Oh, God, he looks so fucking awful. Ugh. He looks like shit, that's what he looks like. Alright, I think that I'm done with this level, so let's exit out.